We're officially in the second half of 2024. It is the beginning of a new month, so I'm gonna go over some shoes that I'm really looking forward to. And disclaimer, like always, sneaker release dates in this industry are just very fluid. They get pushed back, pushed up all the time. Some sneakers that are not on this list, that aren't even announced yet, will probably drop in July, so it's not my fault if I miss them or get the dates wrong. Blame them, not me. Here we go. And up first, it is the KD17 USA that is dropping on July 1st for $150. Now it is an Olympic year, so there's going to be a bunch of Olympic colorways, and the KD17 obviously is Kevin Durant's latest shoe. I feel like Kevin Durant's shoes lately have kind of gone under the radar, hasn't been as popular as other Kevin Durant shoes. Now I reviewed the KD17 Penny colorway. I think it's a decent shoe. It's not the best, there's like a little bit of heel slippage that I don't love, but the cushioning and the weight of the shoe, it is all really nice. Traction is decent as well, and this Team USA colorway, I might be biased because I live in the US, it is home now, but the red, white, and blue, it's just hard to go wrong. It's a very easy combination, super easy to wear, and this shoe does feature an air strobel unit in the heel, as well as Zoom Air in the forefoot. And if you want to know more details around the performance and detailed review of the KD17, go watch my video of the KD17 Penny. But I think this Team USA colorway, like generally most USA colorways, super nice, very easy to wear. Up next at number 7, it is the Ja 1 Reverse Scratch. It's also dropping on July 1st for $130. Now Ja Morant has been injured the past season, so we haven't really seen too much of him lately. I feel like he's kind of a little bit forgotten. Obviously he had some issues in the past before he got injured, but still, I remember how fun it was to watch him. He's one of my favorite players still in the NBA. And this Reverse Scratch colorway, it is one that he wore in February 2023. It was at first a player exclusive, but it's finally releasing to the public, and it's inspired by the Vancouver Grizzlies, which if you didn't know, the Memphis Grizzlies was originally located in Vancouver, Canada. They relocated, became the Memphis Grizzlies, but the Vancouver Grizzlies colorway is still super beloved. It's just got such a cool retro look. So you see on this shoe a combination of white, black, teal, brown on the tongue, a little bit of that deep dark red on the heel counter. You'll see Ja's logo on the tongue as well as the insoles, and those grizzly scratches all over. And the Ja 1 also uses a Phylon midsole with Zoom Air in the forefoot. Now I haven't reviewed a Ja 1 before, haven't played in them, so I'm looking forward to getting the shoe and reviewing it. But just the colorway alone and the tie back to the Vancouver Grizzlies, this is a shoe that I'm really looking forward to. I know Anthony Edwards is all the hype right now. I certainly love watching him play. But right before that, Ja was getting most of the attention that Edwards is getting now. And I feel like when they're both healthy, they're both in the West in the NBA, it's going to be very fun watching them play against each other. Kind of brings me back to when Russell Westbrook and Derrick Rose would match up before Derrick Rose tragically got injured. You never knew what you were going to get, but you knew it was going to be fun. Up next, it is the Book 1 Sun Bleached that is dropping on July 18th for $140. Now originally when the Book 1 first dropped, I wasn't a huge fan. Didn't really love the shape of the shoe. I felt like it was pretty simple. But when I got that Book 1 Hike in hand, ooh, that shoe kind of changed my mind on how I perceive the shoe. Just very nice, very elegant. Now this colorway features an all purple upper, different shades of purple with kind of reflective swoosh, as well as the ankle collar also looks to be reflective as well. Favorite part about the Book 1 is the booty of the shoe. It is made to look like the spine of a book. Really cool little detail there. Branded tongues as well as insoles. And the Book 1 in terms of tech specs features a Cushlon 2.0 midsole with TPU sidewalls, Zoom Air in the heel, a decent performing shoe at this price range. And in terms of this color, purple's not exactly like my favorite color ever, but I feel like this purple is pretty subdued, not too hard to wear, not super bright, and I think it looks pretty classy, pretty elegant. I don't think it's as good as the Hike colorway, but I do like it. Up next, it is the Jordan 4 Paris Olympics that is dropping on July 27th for $225. This shoe I've already actually reviewed. If you want to know my detailed thoughts on it, go watch that review. One thing that I did not know at the time I was reviewing that shoe, there was not too much descriptions around the storytelling and inspiration behind it. One kind person did leave a comment, and he pointed out that this shoe was actually inspired by a rare photo of Michael Jordan taking photos with fans in front of the Eiffel Tower. That was a black and white photo, hence the very grayscale colorway. And overall, I think it's a nice looking Jordan 4. Not the best, but an all gray shoe. I'm a sucker. The cool grays are one of my favorite colorways ever on any shoe. Might not be everyone's cup of tea, and we have seen a ton of Jordan 4s this year, but personally, I enjoy this colorway. This shoe has a mix of nubuck and suede on the upper. Now if you want to know what I think about the materials of the shoe and any more details, go watch that specific review. But overall, it's not immediately obvious that it's to do with the Olympics, but when you know the inspiration behind the colorway, it's kind of a nice story, and just in general in a vacuum, I love gray shoes. Who doesn't like a Jordan 4? This works for me. Now, number 4, it is the Sabrina 2 Conductor that is dropping on July 12th for $130. This is the second signature shoe for Sabrina Ionescu. Her first one is actually a very popular shoe. A lot of people do wear it. I personally really like it. Very nice and sleek looking shoe. You can clearly see the Kobe influence. And the follow-up to her first shoe, the Sabrina 2s, is the first time Nike is using Cushlon 3.0 on a basketball shoe. So I'm really looking forward to feeling that on feet. And this colorway is so damn pretty. It is so subtle, just elegant. Those shades of blue kind of gives you that icy aesthetic. Just absolutely beautiful. Features branded tongues as well as insoles. It does look, in my opinion anyway, pretty similar to the Sabrina 1s. I'm not quite sure what I would prefer just in terms of the look in a vacuum, but I do think this colorway specifically is the best I've seen from either the Sabrina 1 or the 2. The Cave Purple, or I don't know what the official name, the first colorway that dropped for the Sabrina 2, I wasn't a huge fan, but this one, to me, it's a must-have. A definite must-have. Now, number 3, it is the Jordan 1 First in Flight that is dropping on July 10th for $180. Now, if you didn't know, license plates in North Carolina says the phrase First in Flight, and the reason behind that is because the Wright brothers took their first flight in North Carolina, and this shoe uses a lot of UNC blue. Now, obviously, Michael Jordan went to the University of North Carolina. The multiple inspirations behind this shoe. It looks to have a leather upper with nubuck overlays, as well as a Gold Wings logo, which I actually don't mind. Don't love gold on shoes, but in small amounts, it can work really nice. It does have a darker blue to contrast the lighter shade of UNC blue. Insoles looks to be different as well than just a regular Nike insole. And the shoe is a women's exclusive, so it does have a Nike Air hang tag like a lot of other women's exclusive. And I love it. I absolutely love this colorway. The UNC blue is one of my favorite, probably my favorite colorway on any Jordan brand sneaker. I'm really looking forward to this colorway, really looking forward to this shoe to drop. I know some people are getting tired of Jordan 1s. I certainly feel like they're probably dropping too many colorways that look too similar, but this one, oh, it's delicious. And at number 2, it is the A Ma Maniére Jordan 3 that is dropping on July 18th for $250. Now, the first A Ma Maniére Jordan 3 was one of their best collaborations ever. Just such a nice looking shoe. And this time they're coming with a black Jordan 3. And I believe there is like a white color as well, but there's not a lot of information and images, so I'm not too sure if it's confirmed yet for July. But the black one, as a black sneaker lover, oh, it is nice. It is very, very nice. That burgundy is always a hit. Just elevates the shoe. I do not like the elevated price of $250, but this shoe is looking very sleek. It looks to feature a leather and suede upper. Also comes with a hang tag, branded tongues, and Nike Air booty. Because A Ma Maniére is special, they always get Nike Air branding on their booties, even though they're not an OG colorway. They get special treatment to get what they want. And then the laces have some detail to it. It says work harder. And it looks to be satin lining around the ankles, just like their other sneakers. Again, giving it more upscale aesthetic. And because it is A Ma Maniére, they pay a lot of attention to the storytelling of the collaborations. Expect like a whole short video that describes the inspiration behind this shoe. I'm a sucker for good storytelling, especially with collaborations. And I'm a sucker for black sneakers. So this one, even though it's number 2, it was close to being number 1. And that brings me to the number 1 of this list. I believe it is the best colorway of the best basketball sneaker of 2024, maybe just even the best sneaker of 2024 overall, but it is the Adidas AE1 Charcoal that is dropping on July 20 for $120. And yes, I do have these in hand, and yes, they are delicious. I love this shoe. The AE1 is really one of the highlights of 2024. I reviewed the Stormtrooper earlier this year. Can't wait to review this. Unfortunately, I have some health issues, so I can't play for at least a month. My most recent video was a performance review. However, that footage was shot about a month ago, but I haven't been able to play for at least a month, going up on 2 months. But I can't wait to just bounce the ball, shoot a little bit, and these beauties. Just so nice. So nice. And the A1 features a combination of jet boost in the heel, as well as light strike in the forefoot. Very nice cushioning. It's got that very, very distinct honeycomb pattern on the TPU caging, and just a very sleek and beautiful looking shoe. That charcoal kind of got that marble aesthetic. Is absolutely done so nice. I just can't say enough good things about this colorway. When images first dropped, I kept looking out for it, wasn't sure when it was going to release, and we're finally here, finally close to it. I really don't think the A1 has messed up any colorway so far. There's some that are better than others, some I like more than the others, but give me any one of them, like put them in a bag, just pick one blindly, just pick one like this, and I think I'll be happy, and I can't wait to review it. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Sole Inclined. Let me know what shoes you're looking forward to, what shoes on this list are absolute trash. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And remember, tomorrow may never come, the Weo shoes